Vanakkam. In this session, we will discuss how to navigate into SAP S/4HANA and also how to make some basic settings. So while performing the transactions, it will improve the productivity. Before going to the detailed session, let us see the answers for the previous session's quiz. What is the sequence of standard production planning and control cycle? So it starts from sales and operations planning, then demand management, plant independent requirement, MRP, planned orders, production execution, capacity requirement planning, goods issue, production execution, then goods receipt also it is there, then settlement of orders. Goods receipt is not here, that is also included. What is the importance of capacity requirement planning? See, when we balance the demand and supply, one of the major constraint is with respect to the capacity. It may be machine, people, tools, whatever it is. To ensure proper availability of these things, capacity requirement planning is required. What are the different production types in SAP? They are discrete manufacturing, process industry manufacturing (PI), and repetitive manufacturing (REM). Which production type is followed when there is a frequent change in production and irregular demand? Discrete manufacturing is used. In what scenario repetitive manufacturing is used? For stable and long period production of products. What are the examples of process industry manufacturing? Like fertilizer, pharmaceutical, food industry. See, knowing these things are very important for PP consultants because what PP we have to select, what is the whether you have to select production, discrete, or we have to select PA, or we have to select repetitive. These things are important. Which of the master data are required for discrete manufacturing? Metal master, bill of material, work center, routing, and production version. What are the master data required for repetitive manufacturing? Metal master, bill of material, production line, rate routing, and production version. What are the master data required for process industry? Metal master, bill of materials, source, resource. Actually, this is resource, master recipe, production version. Where do we maintain special procurement type? It is maintained in MRP2 view of metal master in bill of and also in bill of materials. What are the key master data for procure to pay process? That is a metal management process. That is metal master, business partner, purchase info record, and source list. So we discussed some various special procurement types. Here we asked some examples of special procurement types. They are subcontracting process, interplant, consignment, pipeline. Which are the modules which are integrated with MM? We told no, MM is the mostly integrated with other modules. Some examples are FI, CO, PP, SD, QM, MM, PP, sorry. And then purchase requisitions can be created manually only. It is what the question asked, true or false. It is false because MRP can be created through MRP by system. What is the purpose of getting quotation from vendors? A company may buy metal for the first time, or it may look for an alternate vendor or additional vendor, may look to change the vendor, or there may be some government compliance requirement. There may be many reasons, they will start to look for the vendors. Goods receipt can be done only from purchase order, true or false? No. Goods receipt can be done from purchase and also from production, from subcontracting, those kind of things. And also initial stock upload also we can do the goods receipt. What is a three-way match? During invoice verification, matching the details in the purchase order, goods receipt and invoice. This is called three-way match. What are the advantages of inventory counting? So inventory counting is giving many advantages we discussed. They are financial accuracy because we have to create the financial statements properly, operational efficiency in many aspects, order fulfillment to satisfy the customers, regulatory compliance for legal requirements, and preventing theft and loss. This is mainly to avoid any loss to the organization. From 15th January, we started to release this dedicated server SAP S/4HANA 2022 to various people who contacted me in this email which is given here, because I am going to use the system which you will see in this session itself. This is a dedicated server, and if you want to practice those things along with me, right, then you can hire it and use it. It is very cheap. I will give you the details of the service provider so that you can contact them. He will provide the service server details to you. And if you want to access the remote server, this one I explained earlier also, right? How to have the system access, that remote server access. Once we get the details from the server provider, you can access it through this. You will also give the details. I'm just including here so that you can refer it. For example, go to the MSTC, type it in your command box in your laptop or computer, or use a remote desktop connection. And from there, you type your internet ID which is given to you, and also your user ID and password. It will take to the remote desktop. If you want to have any demonstration, refer the two videos which I mentioned here. For English, what is the name of the session is given. For Tamil also it is given. You can go and reach that. Once we access the remote server, then we have to navigate into SAP. So we continue the discussion with navigating into SAP. So from the remote server, we are having the SAP logon icon there, and double click on this, then system will take you to this that particular pad here, right? What we are seeing here, where we are seeing the S4 2022 selected, then we have to double click there. So we are in this login page. So here we have to type your user ID given there. The server provider whatever given you, the user ID for both remote server and SAP the same thing. So use it here and enter your password which is given. Please take note, the password if you enter wrong, then it will allow 3 times to enter the password wrong, right? But after 3 times it will get locked. So please be carefully entering it, because if it is locked now, again you have to contact the server provider, then he has to set it back. Those things will happen. So it is better to avoid it, right? Let us do it properly. And then we have this client. So regarding client, I will explain the just after some time. Meanwhile, please take note of this. This is the dedicated server which will be used. Whoever hired this server, I am telling this. Whoever hired this, and also if somebody is using on your own sandbox, also please follow this discipline. This is very helpful, because whoever you get the system, this is helpful, especially for the people who are using dedicated server. Please do not go and change any standard programs, like especially on configurations or tables. Do not change them, because this will affect all other people who are following this. Because so far this dedicated server, around 10 people have bought it. Okay, if you do this change, it will affect everyone. It will affect me also, because then I have to go and find out what is the problem. Then I have to set it right. All these issues will happen. It will affect our program efficiency also. So please don't touch any of those. Now, now we will see how to log into the system. So here I am reaching the remote server. I'm clicking on this SAP logon icon. System is taking me to the launch pad. This is called launch pad. I double click on this ANA 2022 or select it and press enter. Now we are in the user ID and the password, whatever given to you. Let us type it. So now the system will be taking us to the login page, into the SAP transaction. Meanwhile, this is the client details. 800 is a client what we are using. And please note this caution what we are given here. This is very important for this session. Please take note, because it should not get affecting others. Now let me explain that servers, right? We saw that generally in business there will be three type of servers will be there. One is called development server or development client. Another is called quality assurance client. Another is called production client. The development server will be used by the consultants to set the system as per business needs. All the system configuration and the testing will be done by consultants in the server. As the server is very sensitive, users should not be allowed to use the system. Next, you have the quality assurance system or quality assurance client. So once the settings are done successfully in the development system, they will be transferred to the quality system. This will be used by the power users and key users to test the system whether it works fine as per the business needs. Any transactions here that will not affect the production system. So any type of or combination of testing can be done here before giving clearance for any solution. The third is the production system. In the production system, once the system whatever developed in development, then tested in the quality system, once they are all okay, the testing on the whatever the settings we did for this testing and the requirements, they will be transferred to this production system. So whatever the transaction done in the production system, they will affect the business transactions. So there will be a restricted authorization given to the people, so that the only they will be performing specific transaction required for them as per their job role. So these are the three servers we will see in any organization: development server, quality server, and production server. But because now we are using this test or sandbox here for our course, so there will not be any three, we will be using only one. So SAP screens, when are looking at now, the appearance will be having different look. This is called the GUI settings and also visual appearance. So the visual appearance, they are giving the visual designs like different names are there. What I listed here: Bilai's theme, Bilai's eye contrast, like these different themes are there. In these, the visual designs, based on these visual designs, the fields which are appearing in the various screens will be in a different places or different look will be there, but the functions will be exactly the same. Those things are not going to change, but the look and other things will be changing. For our course, we'll be using that is the visual design called SAP signature theme to avoid any confusion during learning. Because I will be using this SAP signature theme, I suggest all of you to follow this SAP signature theme. Let us stick to this SAP signature theme to avoid any confusion and also to have common reference. So let us not deviate from this. Now let me show how we'll bring this SAP signature. In case you are having any different visual designs, I will show it. I will also show you what are all the different visual designs, how to bring it down to the signature theme. So now I am in the I am going to the SAP page now. So let me go inside. That's as I told the screen. This is my desktop. Now I'm going to SAP screen through the remote server. So using the user ID and password, then I log in. I logged in. So this is the system. Now let us see that how that visual designs, where the visual designs are there. Let us see them. For that, use this customize local layout icon. From there, click on these options. Now with these options, so there is a theme settings, right? Under theme settings, we have this SAP signature theme, which is showing here. Now if you click on this, whatever the other things, no, it will be showing different settings. But now let us focus on theme settings. See here, these are all the various settings like Bilai's theme, like this. Now let us see that how the Bilai's theme will just I select it and applied OK. Now the change will not appear immediately, so we have to log off. Then when you log in, we'll show these details again. So now I am logging again. See, the page itself changed, you can see here, right? Page appearance itself is changed. Now I am logging inside, and also the appearance of the page also here, this is not the same what we are seeing there earlier, right? So this is the Tableau's theme. Now if I want to come back to my original theme, is again more, see here the settings also different. SUP, now we are going to this option page. Click on this. Now here I am selecting the next one, that SAP signature theme. When we select, again we have to apply and give OK. It will not change immediately as usual. Again we have to log out. In this page, logout is in the last right side. See, exit. You click on this exit. Now we are logging out. See, that is what now small changes in the screens. You will see that based on the visual design. Now I am again log on. Because we selected the SAP signature theme there, we will be going back to the SAP signature theme. Right? See, here it is. So let us see one more theme. What is that? Right? So here let us check that Corbo theme, right? Apply it and OK. Again the change will not appear immediately. We have to log out and see. So let us log out, and then if you log in again, see again the change in screen, we can see the appearance is changing, but slight difference between the signature theme and this one, right? And also here again, if you want to go back to this one, now check this customize layout, and then there select the options. Okay, now go to the options. So here again, let us go to the signature theme, and here there are many other options are there. Don't go and do any other changes. Okay, first let us see this visual design only. Don't do any other changes, because there are fonts and other things. Let them be there. Now I am logging off. Okay, So if I log in again, I will be in the signature theme. So this is important because along the course we'll be using the signature theme only. So when I am showing the screen, you should also follow the same screen so that you can follow me without any problem. Otherwise you will be seeing some different things, you will get some confusion when you are sharing this server. If you are using different server on your own, that is your choice, but whoever hired the dedicated server, please follow the things what I am telling you here. Okay, right. So as we discussed earlier, SAP is having different versions, right? For example, initially it was having month and year combination. 2015, no, 2000 November 2015 means it was 1511. October 2016 means it was 1610. Like this, it was there. Now it is based on the year since 2020. So the version we are using for this course is 2022 S4 HANA 2022, which was released in 2022. Why you are not using 2023? Anyhow, in always know in SAP, the recent version may have some issues, right? If it is resolving and other things, they may take some time. During this kind of training, it is better to have a stabilized system. That is why we selected this S4 HANA 2022, which is the almost latest one. So you don't need to worry about it. Now, if you want to see that, yes, I am using 2022 only. How to see that? That is what we'll see now. So I am in the, let me go through this server system now, right? I am in SAP screen. Click on the system and then go to the status. Okay, click on the status. From here, there is a system data tab in which production version is there. Click on the display icon. This is the display icon. So now we are in two tabs here, initial software and also the installed product versions. Now let us see the installed product versions. See now you can see this S4 HANA Premise 2022, Fury 2022, similarly the Foundation 2022, those kind of details we are seeing here. So now we see that S4 HANA 2022 is the server we are using. So you can be confident, yes, this is the server. This is how you have to see, even in your organization, if you want to see which server you are using, which version you are using, this is how you have to see. Okay, right. In SAP, all the transactions are carried out using the transaction code, right? Anything will be based on the transaction code. So now when you are having this initially, when you are having the system, right? For example, here we are seeing that the material master display current, it is showing only display current like a description. It is not showing any T code. But for SAP transaction, we need to have the T code, which is the T code means it's transaction code. T code means transaction code. For that we can use this, we can display the T code by the extra menu, that is using this extra menu there. To the settings area, there is a fourth line you see here, display technical name. You click on it, then press enter, and you will be able to see the display that mm03 display current. So now it is showing the T code. That is to display the metal master, transaction code is mm03. Now you see the transaction code also. This is very important to see. Now let us see practical how it is done. So let me go into the SAP screen. So here we are going to the, let us see that how the transactions, that various things are there. See always the menu, this is called menu. We are opening the menu here. I open the logistics menu. This is what we are going to use, logistics menu. Under this I'm opening metal management menu and then metal master. Here I'm going to the material. Here they see metal create, immediately schedule, there are no description only. Similarly, display also it is showing display current like that. Change also it is showing immediately schedule only like that. It is showing in the metal master. Similarly, if I am showing the purchasing, purchase order creation and all change display, they are showing description. Okay, there is no T code, there is no transaction code. T code means transaction code. Similarly, if I go to the production, see please note there is a production process. We are not going to use this production process. This is for PA industry. We will be using only production. Now go to the production. Here I am going, and here also there is a metal master. It is the same thing what is on the metal management also. So here go and see the create, it is showing immediately schedule as a description. There is no T code. Similarly, I am see the bill of material. That is also now when I go to bill of material and metal BOM, again it is showing create change as a description only. There is no transaction code. And then reporting. Reporting means there are various reports are there, where is to report, those kind of things. They are also showing only the description. Work center, like a work center create, change, display, those things also showing as description only, right? So now I want to bring this T code here. So I go to extra. So from extra we go to the settings. In settings, that tick on this display T code technical names, press enter or click this. Now system is now shrink that menu. Now I am going to this metal management here. See now purchasing, purchase order. See now create change, change or create purchase order is coming in the transaction code ME21, right, or ME22N, like that. Okay, and then master data if you take the info record. So in the info record it is showing ME11 means create, ME12 means change, ME13 means display, like that. See, it is started to show the transaction codes. That is important. And also normally, I suggest you always go through the menu so that you can understand many transactions. Even when I am telling this, I am seeing many transactions which I have to practice further. Okay, this is how you have to do it. Now I am seeing the production. In production also I am seeing that a lot of transactions course, like a bill of material, metal bill of material create, CS01 create, CS02 change, like that. Similarly for reporting, extras reportings, sorry, the extra activities of BOM reporting, BOM explosion, CS11, CS12, these are going, we are going to use frequently them. Okay, then for work centers we are having the create change like CR01, CR02, CR03. These are work center related transactions. All these things we'll discuss later. Main point is, instead of description we are getting the uh, T code here. This is being done through extra, that technical names, then settings, you have got it. Okay, this is how we have to do this. This is another settings you have to do before we start this. Now let us see how to enter the transaction codes. Now we saw that various transaction code you have to be there. From there, like opening the each menu path, like MM03, if you double click, system will take you to the display metal master. If you press MM01, system will take you to the metal master creation page. That is okay. But now I know the transaction. I don't want to use all this menu path and all. Straight away I want to enter the transaction, go. Then that is the case. The page what you are under the menu, the transaction entering space, no, there you go there, and then from there you can enter what is a transaction you want. When you are in the home page, just entering mm03, that is I want to display the metal master. If I put mm03, system will take me to the mm03 page. That is what it is bringing to this metal master page. From there, if I press further, it will take me to the metal material whatever I want to see. Now I am in the material page. From here I want to go to another screen called it's a bill of material display, right? Here I have to use /n cs03, that is the transaction. If I click on it, system will take me to the another session. /n cs03 means, see, normally /n means what is the screen we are seeing, that will be closed, that will opening a new session. Same screen will be replaced with another one. That is what /n. Here I am seeing the metal master. By giving /n cs03, I am telling the system close that metal master screen, open the bill of metal screen. That is what I am saying using this /n. Now system has brought me to this display bill of metal page. Now from bill of metal page, I want to keep this screen. Also I want to open another screen. Then for that I will use /o. Right? If I put /o means open another one more session. /n means what is the current page, I want to see the new page by replacing the current one, that is a /n. But by keeping the current page, I want to open another page in parallel, right? That is what the /o. So /n means if I am on one screen, /n means I will be in one screen only. But /o means I have one screen of current and also the new screen, second screen also will open. So I will show them practically what is going to happen now. Okay. So now let me go to the SAP screen here. See, this is SAP screen. So here I am putting this transaction, whatever the transaction MM03. Okay. So it is taking me to the metal master page. So I am typing the metal master number here. See the metal master number, I am typing SGMC-TRNG. This is the metal masters which I am creating for this specific our course. I will be sharing that what is the metal master specific to each of you who have purchased the dedicated server. I will share with you, right? You can use those things because there is some logic for all this. Now I'm going to the metal master CP1001. I'm going to the details of this. What are all those details we'll discuss later. I'm going to the details. Now I am in the metal master display page. Now I want to see another material page. Okay, this is CP1001, but I want to see another material in another screen. This is one screen, let it be there. I want to see another screen. So for that, what I should do, I have to do that /O, right? I have to do the /O. Now let me put the /O and then mm03. Let me type it now. /O mm03. So when I type it, right, it is bringing me to the another page. So here, instead of CP1001, I put CP1002. So now I'm opening the another screen. So here I will be having two screens here, right? One is here, two screens are there. One is for 1001, another is for 1002. So these are two screens. That is what /O. /O is opening the second screen, right? So like this, we can have 6 sessions or 4 sessions depending on company policy. Now in this CP1002, I want to close this page, open a bill of material here, for example. Now I put /n C03. By entering it, what I will go, I will be seeing this page will be closed. I will be going to the display BOM page. I'm going to display the BOM of CP1003. Why? I will explain later. Okay, CP1003. And then here I will enter the required details, pressing it. Now I'm in the bill of material page. So now what is happening? Earlier I have one metal page. Now I have the bill of material page. Only these two, right? This is how, right? /n and /o have to be used. /n is to replace the current page and see the new page. /o is open another session, right? That is what is the /n and /o. How to enter the transactions. These things, please practice them. Okay. For whoever is new to SAP, who are already using SAP, this may not be a big thing to you. Whoever is not using SAP, please practice them. These are very useful to you, helpful to you. So normally, right, if one user is there means you will be using some specific set of transaction codes. You will be having some frequently used transaction. For example, a planner means you will have some 5 or 6 transaction codes. Production execution, there will be some transactions. Purchase person will have some transaction codes. So these things, right, they don't need to go and type them. No, I want to display metal say MM03 like that. Instead of that, we can create a favorite folder and keep all these transactions that are frequently used, so that they can go there, open the that favorite folder, double click on it, so they can go to the transaction. So here it is like, no, we are saving the favorite link in the Google Chrome and all. Like similarly, this is mostly used for the Z transactions. Z transaction means these are the customized reports or transactions which are not the standard SAP. They will be giving some complicated names. Many companies, they will give Z OPQ or Z, some names will be given which is no difficult to remember, right? So those kind of transactions, it mostly they will be used in these Z transactions. So in our discussions, let us keep this VA03 VA05 as the sales folder, COIS CO03. Okay, here I am going to use MM and PP related master data. I will explain them in these slides and also how to practically do it in the coming slides. Let me first theoretically explain it. So here there will be a folder, favorite in the top, right? There you right click on it, you go to the insert folder, you want the folder name will be there. Go and give what is the name you want to, for example, sales or purchase, whatever it is there you want to give it. And then the folder will be opening. Sales folder is open. Now in this folder, I want to insert one transaction. So I right click on that particular folder, click on the insert transaction. So now the tab is opening. Then I put the transaction called VA03. That is a display sales order. Then when I enter this VA03 will be displayed in this transaction. Okay, this is the folder is updated with this VA03 transaction. And we can go and see that, like this we can update production, we can update sales, we can update purchase, other things also we can update. The favorite details can be added from the menu also. Like, there is a menu there, right? Favorites. Oh, the menu means the menu, edit, favorites. No, from there also you can put favorite. Then we can add the transaction or insert folder, interest transaction. Those things we can do. Let me explain them through this SAP screen here, that how to create the folders. So I am here in this home screen here. So here favorites, right click there. So here I'm inserting a folder. Because we're using this PP and MM, I use this MM and PP folder. Okay, so I put a MM folder, then press OK. So MM folder is created. Again, I go and right click on the favorites, then enter the folder, then I type PP here. Okay, because I'm going to create PP folder. So PP is inserted. So 2 folders are created. Now under pp I want to insert some transactions. So right click on the pp, insert transaction. We put the transaction. Now I want to put some transaction like a bill of metal display, right? Then I put the cs03 bill of metal display. So I enter it, then it's gone inside. Similarly I want to add two more uh, master data transactions. For example, cr03 is work center display, and then ca03 is a routine display. I can insert them and see them, right? So these three transactions are added into this folder. Okay, then we have this mm. Okay, in mm I want to insert the transactions. For example, here I want to put metal master display mm03, and then I want to put the info record display, for example. Okay, I go there into this because initially we'll be seeing this master data, I'm putting this here. See, though we are entering the folder here, favorites, normally what I suggest is please go to this menu, what I told you, opening the logistics, metal management, production, then open there, then find out the transaction there, because you'll be finding out many useful things there. Okay, now we created these two folders, PP and MM, with the three transactions each, right? Now I told you, right, you can use the favorites and do it. Now with these favorites, I will try to add something there. So you know what system, when I try to press it is add, because I add something. System is not accepting this add. There is some problem which is coming there. I select this favorite, then I go there and put this add. That is also not taken. So system is giving some message in the bottom. So I need to find out the why that problem is coming. Okay, we have to understand. So what I do, uh, okay, so what exactly system is telling, that you have to select some T code and then add it. That's what system was telling. So I go there, for example, sales order, display, VA03. Okay. Now I want to insert this VA03 into the menu. So I go to the favorite, add. See, now that is getting added. By adding like this, right, from that menu, see, it is showing the menu path also, logistics, sales distribution, sales order, and other things, right? So now what I can do, I can keep it as it is, or I can open another folder called that SD, right? Go there to your favorite, see insert folder. Okay, here I put SD as another folder. So I open it the folder, SD is there. Now I just drag it, that VA03 into the SD. Right now I am getting this SD under the VA03 under this SD. So I have now three folders, PP, MM, and SD, like that. Okay. So this is how, right, you can map. So this is the assignment for all of you. Please create the folders and save some transaction, keep it. You can do the exactly what I did here also, you can do it, but practice it. That's important for you. If you want to have any help for any field, right, you can use F1. For example, we are in this MRP1 screen of Metal Master. So those things we'll see later, but how to see the help now, because this is very, very important. Many things, no, SAP itself has documented, no, 95% of these things. Only thing we have to go through them, understand. So the help is very, very important. Now, for example, I want to understand what is MRP and the lot size procedure. Now if I go and click this PD, right, just to press, put the cursor there and press F1, you'll get the help like this. So this MRP type means it is a key that determines whether how the metal is planned, metal requirement planning or reorder planning or automated reorder planning, like this. Similarly for lot size procedure, system is telling this is how, what is the description of this field. So use this F1 elaborately, that is very important. Let me show that how this F1 is useful. So we will come to this our material, come to this PD, right? So that is MRP type. This is a field PD. I put F1. See, it is showing that MRP type key that determines whether and how the metal is going to be used. So it's showing here. Okay, right. And so we can, from here we can also have some other things. Those things I will explain later. Right? Some small icons are there. How to use them I will tell you later. Not now. Just now you can see that what is the description of that, or the purpose of that field you can understand for each of the field using F1. Now this is for lot sizing procedure. So like this, right, we have to use this F1 elaborately, because this usage of F1 is very, very helpful in many cases. whatever I am teaching you, they are very, just those things are not sufficient. If you want to learn on your own, you can do it. See, this is why it is called a performance assistant. You can drag here and there, and also this particular help page, you can drag here and there because you are referring which field. Similarly, that there is another subsequent explanation also given here. But let me click on this lot size. See here, it is giving further explanation. A procedure in metal requirement planning used to calculate the quantities. Like that, it is getting explained. Okay, initially on your own understanding may be difficult, but once you go through this course, if you want to refresh what is that and other things, you don't need to come and refer these things again here. By using this F1 itself, you can understand many of these things, right? So it is very powerful. Similarly, when I am in a field, what are all the possible entries I can do? For example, there is MRP type, there is a PD. So what else I can enter there? What else system can allow me? Those things if I want to understand means, then I can click on this particular field, press F4. Then it will show what are all the possible entries we can do. For example, here we see D1, D2, M0. They see many details are there. What are how many details are? 16 entries are found. Okay, now I want to filter this. So if in many cases, right, there will be 200 or 300 entries will be there. If I list out all these 200, 300, which one I want to see, those things you can find out using this inverted arrow. There's an inverted triangle is there. Now by clicking it, it will open. From there, for example, the MRP type description is given there. By typing it, you can shortlist what are the things you do. Those things let us see now practically how we can see them. See here, now let us go on to this SAP screen to see how to use this F4. See, that is not only F4, there is a small rectangle, sorry, the small square is no white. By pressing that also, we can see that F4, okay, that possible details, right? So now this is the dedicated server. Now that this box you have to little bit drag on the left side or something to understand. So now you bring it, now close it. Now that is using that box we bought it. Now by clicking here, putting F4 also, the same result will come. Either use F4 or that small, that white square, you can use it. See, now we are using this, all these 16 entries what we discussed. Now all those things are appearing here, that D1, D2, like that various details are available, 16 entries, right? Now let us close this, and then that inverted arrow, sorry, inverted triangle, now I am opening it. Now MRP type description, okay. Now I want to give that whatever starting with MPS, which means MPS star. This is one of the things we will be using for search function. MPS star means whatever starting with MPS. See, there are 5 entries with MPS. Similarly, I want to see some details starting with 4, means forecast. So there are 5 entries. Similarly, I want to see something which is starting with the reorder star. I am seeing the reorder. Like this, you can shortlist the things what you want to see. Okay, that is another thing which you can do. So this is how you will be using this F4 details, and also using that inverted triangle, you can open and see the details. Please note that it is useful only for the items where already the configuration is done. For example, MRP type, lot size, and this kind of MRP controller, right? So here these are the possible entries which are already configured. Those things you can see, but wherever you want to enter some values like minimum lot size 20, there and all, you will not see the possible entry details. So here I give one small tip here that many people are making here, because when they are using, this is one I saw in many training and also many consulting areas. This is the problem which people are seeing. For example, when they are going into this system, now I am in the Metal Master display page. Now, for example, I'm putting this MM03. I'm going there. From home page, I went into the Metal Master. After 2 3 screens, I'm going. Now, if I want to go back to the home page, they use this back arrow mark, that green arrow mark. No, they will use it one time, 2 times, or sometimes 3 times also. It is taking time, right? Why should they do it, right? So instead of that, we can do one thing to come to this. For example, I'm going to the Metal Master. I am in the Metal Master now. I want to go to the home page. I can do simply /n. That's it. If I put /n, it will bring me to this home page. That's it. Okay, that is what you do it. And then similarly from here, I want to open another screen with home page. We saw that /o cs03 or something, but I just to put /o, and then putting this what is that, create, no, the create tab. No, if I click on it, system will open a new screen. This home page. This is what the tip we can. So this is very useful. Okay, right. So these kind of things, we are having the two screens here, and these kind of small improvements will help the productivity of the people who are working in SAP on regular day-to-day basis. Even a few seconds is saved or few minutes saved will save a lot of time for the people.